You've heard of the Queasy, but if you don't live near it or haven't been to it, you don't really know what it means. You don't understand that feeling of animal panic, of being so deeply unsettled by something you can't understand. That desire to just vomit and run. The sheer alienness of it is overwhelming. The air is heavy with the relentless smell of moldy, overripe fruit, sweet but rancid. And heaven help you if you touch anything that oozes. The oily feeling of the secretions never leaves your skin. People didn't, still don't, understand where it came from or why it exists. Experts agree that the point of origin is eastern Washington, near Oregon, but they're just guessing. They don't know. The incursion brought a nauseating wave of that pinkish-gray mass and consumed everything. Buildings, trees, animals, people. It was a tidal wave of horror. The images on the news didn't do it justice. People and animals caught in the tide were cocooned, wrapped in the fleshy pockets of the infection. They'd writhe for hours before they fell still. Eventually, those cocoons would collapse under their own weight when the living structure inside was no longer there to support them. Buildings hung on. Eventually, they'd sag under the weight, smaller ones collapsing, but larger ones remained. Nothing but putrid sarcophagi. Only the trees seemed to survive the onslaught, absorbing the infection as much as it absorbed them. And we've seen what happens with the trees. The only thing that slowed it down was water. It would stop at lakes and rivers. Where it could, it might follow the shoreline, but then the growth was dramatically slowed. There's hope there. So if you want to know why it's called the Queasy, it's because of the alien infection rotting our planet. It's because it's the grave of hundreds of thousands of innocent people and animals. And because it makes me sick to think about what I've done to get to this point.